Hey, it's your boy, Chango, coming at you with another video. This video is your boomer parents' visit to mock your home, brought to you by Dillon show clips. You know, I love his take on a lot of shit. The thought of your boomer parents mocking your home makes me think he has an opinion, right? Clearly, right? I'm watching this video. But he's entertaining. Let's go.
And a lot of the boomers now are flying, like the boomers are flying in large numbers now. And the boomers are flying to go visit and torture and torment their children. This is why boomers are traveling all over the country, is to go to where their children have been forced to live and laugh at them. This is what boomers like to do. They go, that you pay this for that? That's the whole point. Anytime a boomer gets in a plane, it is so that the plane can land and they can go to their children's house and go, oh my God, this is what you're living in? This is how you live? And the reason for that is because boomers refuse to sell their houses. Boomers are 85 years old, riddled with 4 cancers, and will not sell their house unless they make $900,000. They have impoverished an entire generation of people that cannot get into the real estate market because boomers themselves refuse to leave. There's all kinds of articles about this now, and it's hilarious. Boomers will not relinquish their hold on suburban real estate in America. They won't. They won't do it. If they took a little less money, for example, for their house, if the boomers went, you know what, I'll take a little less money for this house.
Who wants to do that,
I'll just
though?
put it back on the market so that someone else could have a shot. But boomers are sitting there. They've got 17 pills they take every day just to stay alive. And they pick up the phone, and the real estate agent goes, maybe we could do this. We can get you this. And they go, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You will never get this house for under 1.9. They refuse to leave because it's their biggest coup d'etat. The boomer having a McMansion in a place like Long Island is the thing that they have that allows them to, they're the lord of the manor, and they can impress upon their children what failures they are because they don't live in the style that the boomers live in. Now the boomers, of course, will leave out all the advantages they had to get said house, but they will not relinquish that because that is the thing that they have. You know, this is the thing that they have. This is.
So me and my wife were talking about this yesterday, about how, like, society right now is stressful, right? You work that 9 to 5 grind, then on your way to work, you're stuck in traffic for an hour. On the way back home, you're stuck in traffic for an hour, bumper to bumper. Like, it's just wild, right? It's just like this rat race that we live through, right? But then you look at, like, the 1950s, right? Or just back in the day, right? Way before. I don't know that they knew what real stress is, right? Granted, they probably did a lot more manual labor than we do now, because there was no technology, right? There was no files or this or that. It was just fucking elbow grease, right? Getting your hands dirty and shit. What I do for a living is, it's not physically demanding whatsoever, but it's stressful as fuck, right? And it's like, if we were to go back in time and I came home working hard, right? Long day at work, fucking physically demanding. In one way that would be better. But in others, like, God, that would suck, right? How long can your body take that? But then, you know, you work there for 30 years and you got a pension and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. It's always that grass is greener, right? No one really fucking knows what's better. There was only a way to measure happiness. There was like a happiness score, like in a video game or something. I would just look to other people, see what their happiness score is, and try to replicate that, right? But social media leads you to believe that everybody's happy when they're not, right? And so it's all bullshit, right? But if there was a way to just actually have like a little score above your head, that would be the way, right? Anyways, let's carry on.
The way that they judge. There was an article, why boomers will not move into more size-appropriate homes, which I love. Because boomers are, if anything, they are selfish. They like themselves, which makes them funny. That's what makes them really, really funny. And the reason that they won't leave these houses is because they cannot imagine trying to live in a more simple way, even in like the twilight of their days. In the twilight of their days, they need more space. And then their millennial children can't afford any of this. So they're on planes now, complaining about everything, waiting for the plane to land. So their first stop is going to go to their children's house and then go, oh my God, it's so small here. It's very small. I mean, I feel so bad for your when we were coming, we worked harder than you guys, of course. And we had a lot more to deal with, but, at least you got something for your money. You got a little something. It's like, you're the reason. You are the reason. We have the oldest Congress in American history. These people will not retire. Boomers hold on for dear life to everything. To everything. They are falling down in the halls of Congress. They will not leave. They will not quit. This is why the world looks the way it does. It's being run exclusively by like elderly boomers who will not leave. They are afraid of not running the show. They will not. Yeah. According to a recent Merrill Lynch retirement study of more than 3,600 respondents, 49% of retirees didn't downsize in their last move, and 30% actually ended up moving into larger homes.
But why?
This is how sick some of these people are. They go, I'm 100 and I want more. I want a bigger home. I want a bigger home to show my kids what losers they really are. That's really what it comes down to. I want a mansion now to show my kids how much better I've done than them. They will not let go. They will not let go. Diane, what's her name? Feinstein died in office. She was a corpse for years. Died in office. Our president, he will not step aside. He won't step aside. It's kind of a common thing to the whole boomer thing is just hold on to it. Hold on for dear life. But I see them, when you get on a plane, obviously there's people of all ages, but you'll just kind of key in on the boomers and they're just kind of very judgmental. And, they're in like economy plus. They paid just a little bit more. They've paid just a little bit more so they can harass the flight attendant a standard deviation more than the people in the back. They have a little bit of status, and maybe some of them are in first, who knows? But they're all just traveling to some city where their children live, and they can go and judge them for how they live. Right. And they never make the connection that, none of us have put our homes back on the market. None of us have, God forbid, taken a little bit less and simplified our lives, so that we're effectively locking out. Because, by the way, guess who loves the BlackRock and everybody giving everybody crazy money? The boomers. Mm-hmm. They go, yeah, you give me that $2 million. They love it. They love it. They'll tell you. One of the favorite pastimes of anyone over a certain age, they'll tell you what they can get for their house. Immediately. You don't even ask. You do not even, and they do it on holidays, like on Christmas and stuff. They know why they're doing it, too. They know exactly why they're doing it. Mm. They sit immediately, they go, yeah. They go, you want to hear something crazy? And you're like, and usually when someone says that, you want to hear something crazy. Yeah. you would think they're going to tell you something crazy. Like some crazy story they heard. When a boomer says you want to hear something crazy, they just want to tell you the exact amount of money they have. That's exact. They go, no, come here, listen to this. I bought this for $200,000. You know what they tell me I could get now? 1.8. Isn't that something? But guess what? I ain't leaving for under 2.
So if I bought my house for 200 and sold it for 2 million, and I were to buy a house similar to that where I'm living right now, well, that next house I'm gonna buy is also 2 million. So like, are you really ahead? I mean, I guess I don't understand. Like, now if you were to downsize, that makes sense, right? Say you got your house is worth 2 million, but you go and buy a house that's 500 grand. And you downsize a little bit, you're still living pretty good, and you got money in the bank, right? Fucking, you're gaining interest and shit, right? You got fucking put in the stock market index fund or something, and you're just growing, right? But I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just like nobody wants to hear that someone else is doing better than them, And it's easy to just be like, well, it's wrong to think that way. But come on, man. We all do it, right? We all do it. You can't sit here and tell me you don't ever, like, envy a little bit, right? Or you look at someone else and like, damn, dude. Like, I'd like to say that I don't, right? But I feel like that's human nature. Everybody does that shit, right? And especially, you don't want to hear your parents rub it in your face either, right? I don't know, man. Like, fucking boomers. I gotta say I'm blessed, right? Like, I went through some hardship during the recession back in 2007, 2008, right? I struggled, but I bounced back a little bit, So, but I know other millennials. I think the difference is I'm older, right? I'm about as old as you can get for a millennial. Whereas you look at the other fuckers that were born in, I don't know, fucking 95 or whatever, like the younger millennials, those are the fuckers that are struggling, right? It's crazy what a difference that would make, right? Like, if someone in the same generation could be doing well and the other generation, it sucks. So yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the younger folks. And who knows what Gen Z is gonna go through, right? But yeah, I thought this wasn't as funny as I thought it would be, but it was. He had some good points in there. Either way, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, blah blah blah. I know people probably cringe when you hear a YouTuber say that, but it helps your boy Chongo out. And if you want to be part of Team Chongo, go ahead and show me some love. Anyways, that's all I got. You guys take care. Peace out.